The most important number in finance drops this morning, and it could decide whether the Fed cuts rates or lets the economy keep bleeding. The February 2026 Non-Farm Payrolls report is here. Economists expected 50,000 new jobs. Last month came in at 130,000, which sounds okay until you realize that benchmark revisions wiped nearly 900,000 jobs from 2025 data. The labor market has been weaker than anyone thought. Let me put this in context. ADP private payrolls for February came in at just 63,000, and January got revised down from 22,000 to only 11,000. Job openings per the JOLTS report hit 6.5 million in December, the lowest since the COVID era. This is not a labor market that is thriving. This is a labor market that is quietly cracking. The unemployment rate is sitting at 4.3%. That does not sound terrible, but the trend matters more than the level. We have gone from 3.4% at the cycle low to 4.3%, and the pace of deterioration is accelerating. Initial claims are creeping higher. Federal government layoffs from the spending cuts are starting to show up, and the 50% tariffs on steel and aluminum are creating real headwinds for manufacturing employment. Companies are not hiring when their input costs just doubled. So why does this number matter so much? Because the Fed is watching. The Federal Open Market Committee meets March 17th and 18th. The federal funds rate is at 3.5 to 3.75%. Markets are pricing in a 98% chance of no cut at this meeting. But that can change fast. Here's the playbook. If jobs come in above expectations, say 75,000 or higher, markets breathe a sigh of relief. The economy is slowing but not breaking. The Fed stays patient. Stocks likely grind higher. If jobs come in around expectations, 50,000, it confirms the soft landing narrative is still alive but fragile. Not much market movement. The Fed holds and watches, but if jobs miss badly, say below 25,000 or even negative, everything changes. Rate cut bets surge. The 2-year Treasury yield drops. The dollar weakens. Growth stocks could actually rip higher on expectations of cheaper money. But defensive sectors and bonds would be the bigger winners. The wild card is wage growth. Average hourly earnings are expected around 4% year over year. If jobs are weak but wages are still hot, the Fed is stuck. They cannot cut into inflation, and they cannot tighten into a weakening labor market. That is the nightmare scenario, and it is becoming more plausible. There is a broader picture here, too. Consumer confidence is at a 12-year low. The housing market is frozen with mortgage rates still above 6%. Small businesses are not hiring, and the AI boom, while real, is not creating mass employment. It is capital-intensive, not labor-intensive. You need fewer people to build a data center than to staff a factory. We are at an inflection point. The headline GDP number says the economy is growing, but under the surface, the labor market tells a different story. One weak jobs report does not make a recession, but the trend is unmistakable. The number drops at 8:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. Whatever it shows, the Fed's next move hinges on it. Make sure you are subscribed because we will have a follow-up reaction video as soon as the data lands. Drop a comment with your prediction. Are we heading for a rate cut, or will the economy surprise to the upside? Not financial advice.